Hi Aries, so I like to get straight into the readings. If there is anything that you feel that you need to know about the readings, then I do encourage you to read the descriptions box, especially if you're new to tarot. The card deck information that I've used for your reads can always be found in my pinned comments below. And cross watchers, please remember that you can switch the energies around if it applies, but do try to keep in mind that this might not be your story at all. This could be someone else entirely different that your Aries is dealing with. And equally, Aries, if you please just take what's resonating for you and leave what doesn't for another Aries, okay? These reads, they cannot and will not resonate for absolutely everybody all of the time. And also, there is no guarantee that this is going to be a continuation of the story that we had out for you previously, okay? I mean, we're dealing with lots of different groups of Aries here, right? So, to start your read, we've got quite a lot that's come out. Fresh start, let go of the past, don't worry, brighter times. Bad news, outlook not good, failed exams, self-employed partnership, and then study, pass, exams. Okay, Aries, I think I see what's going on here. Right, straight away. We've got, it's kind of like a crossover between your past energies and your current energies. There's something that you were trying to achieve and you failed, basically, right? So it's saying whatever that was that you tried to achieve, you haven't given up, okay? It was just a knock. And for a lot of you, this knockback has taken your life off into a brand new direction, one that is more in alignment with who you truly are and more in alignment with your natural skills as well. Some of you straight up just went back to the drawing board and tried again, like studied harder, worked harder, and then through that you finally found success. Some of you have been knocked back when it pertains to a job prospects, but again it's transpired that actually you not receiving that job that you had your eye on, it worked out really well for you, because for some of you it led you down this path of being self-employed. And for most of you, you're sick and tired of working for other people anyway. You know, you're sick and tired of working to make other people rich, never receiving the benefits of your hard work. So a lot of you are looking at this rejection or knockback as a really good thing. And again, for some of you, this self-employment has it's allowed you some time to work in your additional studies around your job as well. So, you know, with this fresh start and don't worry, like literally, if you're currently in this energy of like that one, you're being told, look, don't worry so much about that, okay? Don't look at what it is that you've lost. Look at what it is that you have to gain, because there is a really strong message here of some kind of rejection that you have either recently gone through or you're about to go through is going to work out in your favor in the long term anyway. And that's actually really refreshing. It is really refreshing. What a way to open your read, Aries. I don't think I'm going to have space to put all of these cards out. I will give it a try. And then we are going to start pulling your tarot. And it's just going to be a 9-card freestyle spread, rather than keeping restricted to a specific layout. You know, I don't know, I just feel stuck whenever I do specific layouts. I don't feel that there's much freedom with those ones. Certainly not for the general reads anyway. Okay, right. Let's see how we get on with that. Looks good. It looks a bit squished. Initially, I just wanted to take 3 cards, but as I always say, like sometimes, more often than not, the cards come out for a reason, so we have to go with it. Okay. So Aries, please. Wow, okay. So these reads at the beginning of the month, they're engineered more towards a broader outlook of your life as a bigger picture. The romantic reads are mid-month, okay. Wow, your cards are really jumping. Right, so you've got the Ace of Cups, it's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You have the 6 of Cups, Scorpio, the 10 of Cups, Pisces, the 6 of Swords is Aquarian, King of Coins is Taurus, the Moon, Pisces. Astrologically it would be Cancer, but because this is Tarot, it's Pisces. So Aries, please. Page of Swords, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Aries, thank you. Ooh, the Lovers, Gemini. The Ace of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and the Magician, Mercury, so Gemini, Virgo. And at the bottom of the deck, you have got the 2 of Coins, Capricorn energy. Okay, so your focus right now is this 2 of Coins. This is you trying to hold the fort, trying to hold things together, trying not to allow your life to spiral out of control. It's literally checks and balances. So you're making sure that things are not blown out of proportion. You're making sure that you can balance the books. You're being incredibly sensible as well with your finances. And the King of Coins being central to your read really does emphasize that as well. Please remember there is no gender in tarot, okay? It's just the energies. This is someone who is being very, they're not wasting finances. They're being careful about what's going out and making sure that more is coming in than what's going out, okay? Now, it gets a little bit complicated with all of this Cups energy, and I do feel that this is an energy towards you. I don't feel that this Cups energy is coming from you, Aries, because right now your focus is on keeping things together, keeping everything on the straight and narrow, and I'm not seeing any indication that you're going to be tempted to stray from your current path. And your current path right now is very much focused on surviving. Okay, what's under there? The Wheel of Fortune. In this particular deck, it's the 3 Fates. It's a really nice energy because there's this understanding that you have come to, that you're the one that's in charge of what happens next in your life, and definitely that you're the one that determines on how you're going to react to certain things that are happening, and not taking things so personally anymore. You know, this is all about getting a knock. Okay, fair enough, that was crappy, you've taken a knock, but then you stood up again straight away and you fought back even harder the next time, which means that it's more difficult then for the next person to knock you down again. So you're coming back every single time, bigger and stronger and more energized, basically. Now, with this Cups energy, it's a bit weird, Okay, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, the King of Coins, and the Moon. And then Page of Swords, Lovers, Ace of Wands, Magician. I'm getting a strong impression that some of you are dealing with multiple different people in your personal life, and you're trying your best to keep your personal life separate from your work life. You're definitely making that clear line of discernment between the both. Now again, I don't want to lean too much into the romantic side, okay, because as I said at the start of your read, that the romance reads are mid-month. Something to do with your relationships has absolutely come out in this read though, and it would be wrong of me not to address it. Okay, so let's take a closer look into this. You have an individual, Aries. You might well have met them at work. Maybe this is why that energy is intruding in this particular read, and it is an intrusion because currently you're focused on your career or your studies. You're not looking towards love, but someone is absolutely looking towards you, and it could be a distraction with that Six of Cups. It could be a distraction. And right now, it's like you're saying, look, I can't afford to be distracted. I've got too much that's going on right now. I've got too much that I'm needing to sort out. There's a message about bad timing. And with that Six of Swords, I do feel that someone is coming in towards you, Aries, and it could be someone from your past. You do have the Six of Cups here as well. Okay, let's take a look at this Ace. Why the Ace of Cups, please, Aries? Oh. Okay. Yeah, because of the Two of Cups and the King of Coins, like literally. Someone is trying to get in a relationship with you, Aries. And I don't feel that the timing of this is great, because there's an energy of this being, and I'm going to level with you, okay? There's an energy of this being someone from your past who didn't have faith or confidence in your dreams, in your aspirations in the past. They had this opinion of you that you were just dreaming big, and that there wasn't any substance to it, so they were non-supportive of what you wanted to achieve. Now that there's evidence of you being successful with this King of Coins twice, there is now evidence of you making it big, being an achiever, finally breaking through in your career, that they've gone, oh, shit, okay, maybe I can go back to Aries. I don't think you're going to be much impressed with their attitude, Aries, because if they loved you, and I mean truly loved you, they would have supported you even when things were going quite bad for you. They would have supported you through your fear, your worry and your anxiety. They would have supported you at your worst instead of coming back when you're at your best. Okay, so can you see the way that I'm reading that? In the past, this is an individual that you imagined marrying. At one point, you guys had everything. and it feels like they became scared. They were very uncertain about where their own life was going. And they kind of, well, no, it's not they kind of, they did project their fears and their concerns and their worries onto you. And that didn't help. It definitely didn't help. So now we see that you're sitting in this King of Coins energy. Again, like, please take gender out of tarot, okay? It's just the polarization of the energies. You're in charge, you're in control. You're getting your life back on track in a huge, huge way. And then all of a sudden they're like, Aries, you and me, how about it? Again, I'm not convinced that you're going to be best pleased with this. Now, they are currently watching you as well, okay? They are definitely, with the Page of Swords and the Lovers, trying to figure out if you're single, trying to figure out if you managed all of this success. And again, with this Ace of Wands, that's passion, energy, creation, adventure, inspiration, expansion. They're trying to figure out if you managed all of this with the King of Coins energy by yourself, or if you had some help. So they're watching to see how much of this success was self-made. Okay. Now, to be completely honest with you, Aries, I don't particularly like that energy, because why the hell is it their business? Why is it anyone else's business as to whether or not you had a helping hand in your success or not? Why are they making your business their business? What is it to do with them? Again, with their insecurities being projected onto you, I'm finding that this read is genuinely starting to rub me up the wrong way, to be completely honest with you, because it's not fair. Somebody is not giving you credit where credit is due. Even if you did have a helping hand, so what? Everyone's entitled help once in a while. For the most part, though, yes, 99.999% of you who are resonating with this read, you are self-made. Your success comes down to you and you alone facing your fears with confidence. Again, it's that being pushed back and then coming back stronger every single time. It's you refusing to stay flat down on your arse every time you get pushed down. That's why you're becoming successful. There's a second individual in your energy, Aries, and I do feel that this second individual is actually looking up to you as a good leader, as a good example to follow. They're emulating you in a lot of ways as well. Okay, I want to say they're studying you, but them watching you is not creepy. It doesn't have the same vibe as the first person that we've clocked that's watching you. It's a completely different vibe. The second individual, they could be, but not necessarily, they could be somebody who is a wee bit younger than you and who is following your example. You're being naturally a very good teacher to them on this is how we survive, this is how we win, this is how we do things. Basically, when it comes to them, you're in a position of power. And again, it's a really nice energy because someone is really looking up to you in the best way possible. That they have seen how many times you've been knocked down, and they have seen that you have gotten up way more times than you know. It's like, as I say, every single time you've had a knock, you bounce back again, and someone's looking at you with a lot of admiration in their heart space. You are a very, very good leader, a very good example to follow. Okay, so Before we start pulling out your healing messages, I feel it's very necessary to clarify this magician, and I'll tell you for why. We've already clocked one of these individuals in your energy that's trying to dig in to your business, and their energy is making me feel really uncomfortable. The second reason I want to clarify this magician is because right on its head is the moon, which are things that are hidden. It's subconscious energy. And the magician makes me feel nervous anyway, because depending on the context of which it comes out, it can sometimes be manipulation. Okay. Why is the magician here, please, for Aries? Loads. Okay, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, Six of Swords. Yeah. What's at the bottom of that one? The Queen of Cups. Okay. You have two people who are going to offer you, how can I say this? They're going to offer you their love. One of these, I do see you rejecting. For the person from your past, I don't feel that you're going to be investing, should we say, in that past relationship. Okay, you definitely do have someone from your past. They could be, but don't have to be, a little bit younger than you, coming in and offering you their love. Like it's there. Quite possibly an apology as well, but there's something weird about this particular apology. It's like you don't fully trust it. So anything that you don't fully trust, Aries, I do see you rejecting flat out. There's a risk assessment here, all right? It's like you're looking at how successful you currently are and everything that you had to do by yourself. You're looking at their behaviours towards you in the past and how they were not supportive at your worst. And you're going to be doing a risk assessment on them, I do see. It's a weird one. It's a very bizarre reading. Now, if that is not about a relationship, Aries, which for some of you it is, for others of you, this could be a job that you absolutely loved in the past, a position that you held that you literally gave your life to, and you lost that job. That could be that career or those bosses coming back in towards you and saying, Aries, we're really sorry, we miss you, we need you. The company is not doing good without your influence and your input. We need you back on board. For some of you, it's going to be a career that triggers an emotional response with all of these cups energy as well. Okay, so please do keep an open mind, especially with general readings. It's really, really difficult when you're reading for so many people. You get so many different energies that come into the read, and we have to pick out a coherent story about what is actually going on. Okay, so do keep an open mind with this. It could well be, as I said, a career that triggers an emotional response where you were betrayed badly in the past with, and those managers are coming back towards you. All right. Anyway, let's keep the pace moving. Can we have a healing message, please, for Aries? Okay. What I do with these, I hold them up so that you can get your own intuitive hits from the illustration in the cards as well. Okay, your own intuitive hits is the most important message to take away with you from this read. I then take the healing message from the creator of the deck, and then I give you my intuitive hits, okay? Right, so it says, for you, dear one, a celebration is coming. And isn't that beautiful? A time to acknowledge the markings and passing of the great turns of the wheel, and for you to gather together with friends, relatives and significant beings and ask them to unite in a common cause for joy for what has been achieved. It is time to look forward, to anticipate and prepare, for this event may be taking place simply on an energetic level, as all the beings who have wished for your well-being now gather together and applaud the place where you're at right now. This will be coming for you, and it is in the future. So this card is a great omen of good to come for you. It is time for you to put on your finest garments, take the very best goblets and chalices from their dusty hiding places, and raise a glass of bubbling fairy energy to the wonders of life. This is beautiful, Aries. It may be your birthday or another occasion such as graduation, the acknowledgement of an accomplishment, or the completion of a test. Whatever it may be, it is essential to mark the impending time with joy, applause and an expression of bounty. Prepare, be ready and enjoy, dear one. You deserve all this exciting and exhilarating occasion heralds, for after the effort comes the reward, and soon it will be yours. Yeah. Wow. So this is my intuitive message from this one. Those who genuinely love and support you are the ones that supported you when things were going really rough for you. Okay, and those are the exact individuals that you're going to be celebrating your successes with. Not these wishy-washy individuals who basically walked away from you when things were going tough and then only came back when you were successful. Okay, you're not going to be putting any energy towards that type of person. Like, you're straight up not. You're going to be sharing the good news and the fortune, shall I say, with those who supported you when you were at your lowest. And that's really nice, because it's you giving a little back. You know, it's all about that exchange of energies. Right, so to conclude your reading, we have the Rebel deck this month. Now, if anyone is easily offended at swearing, then please switch off now, because most of these cards are full of swearing. If you know that you're going to be offended, then you don't have to listen, okay? So Aries, please. Okay. Right. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So yeah, be careful on who it is that you're speaking to. You need some time alone. That's the thing. It's like, once you've been through that kind of situation, it becomes really difficult to figure out who is it that you can trust, you know. And the simple answer is, well, you can trust those who supported you when you're at your lowest. You are loved. Wow. You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. Ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. And you're the shit. Don't forget it. Wow. That's a beautiful read, Aries. Okay, so I have got a little bit of a bonus read at the end of these readings this month. And we're going to take a quick look at some shadow work. Okay, now shadow work is just literally all about the dark parts of self. Okay, so let's have a look at what comes out for your shadow work read. It's for Aries, please. Okay, right, so you have got pride. Okay, so with this, I do have to point out as well, it is up to you, Aries, on whether or not this is your shadow work energy, or if this is of one of the individuals that we have seen coming out in your read. Again, with this being a general read, it's interchangeable. Okay, right, so are you ready for it? Pride is the wide mouth of a narrow vessel. Pride is caused by a lack of humility. In situations where a person is said to be prideful, there is almost always a complaint related to stubbornness or arrogance. A person who is being stubbornly prideful may realize that they have made an error, but they're simply too vain to admit or correct their mistake. For this individual, saving face is way more important than saving grace. This is doubly true if someone else has erred in a mirror way and is seeking forgiveness. The prideful person is more prone to make the seeker jump through unnecessary hoops or refuse them altogether for the teeniest infraction. Moving on is most likely not their strong suit, though they're often annoyed if people don't forgive them. And they think that their vain sadistic behaviours are justified. The other manifestation of pride is excessive self-praise, bragging and showing off. There is a big difference between acknowledgement of our strengths, talents and fortunes and rubbing everyone else's nose in them. An arrogant, obnoxious person is surely not as secure within themselves as they would like us to believe, or they would never purposely want their blessings to invoke jealousy, envy or resentments. Seeking hatred is not the hallmark of a healthy, happy individual who loves themselves. Then there is the person who is prideful about not being prideful or caring about the things of this world. This person is arguably the most prideful of all, since they may take great pleasure in announcing their renunciations for the purpose of making others feel less spiritual. When this is the case, the person desires to be worshipped as a super-moral character for the purpose of dominating rather than inspiring. If you get pride in a reading, then it's a signal that your ego may be out of control, or someone else around you, their ego could be out of control. It may be time to consider how your interpretation of what's happening in your life may be the result of ignorant, self-serving attitudes. So you see with that one, that the main thing, like honestly, the main thing with that one is someone has made a mistake when it comes down to dealing with you, Aries. They have made a mistake, and they're so arrogant and prideful that they would rather save face than save grace. You know, it's like doing absolutely everything that they can to not acknowledge their prideful behaviours. And of course, for anyone who recognises themselves within the message for that card, then of course it's not going to be about the other person. But for the majority, I do feel that this is engineered towards that person from your past who refused to help you out when you were struggling, and now that you're on the path to success, it's like that they're coming in towards you and, you know, expecting. It's almost as if they're not even going to acknowledge how they treated you beforehand, basically. That they're trying to save face. All right. So with this one, take the higher ground. All right. It's not as if you're rubbing your successes in their face to cause like feelings of jealousy, envy or resentment. It's just you being you. You're entitled to show off your successes because you've worked bloody hard for it. If they feel that that's you rubbing it in their face, then they do need to take a closer look at themselves as to why they would feel that way. Okay, so this is all about obviously not going out of your way to annoy or piss off other people. You're not going out of your way to do it at all. But someone's definitely looking at your successes and they're pouting, you know. And of course, it's also the energy of remaining humble as well, of remembering that this too shall pass. That includes the good times and the bad. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that now because you're successful that you're never going to struggle ever again. No, you're going to be able to face any future struggles more efficiently. It's a really interesting energy. So that is what I have for you, Aries. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my descriptions box and it's in my pinned comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week and I will see you in the next one. Bye.